going to get some chocolates at the checkout counter. They always have little goodies to entice you with. They usually have like the little mint things, those little round. What do you call them? I usually am a sucker for those, but they didn't have them now. Now they're trying to sell you these more expensive chocolates. I don't know. Something's going on with my feed here. It's kind of weird. I'm hoping we're still broadcasting. Uh-oh, the graphics. Let me... Because... Let me turn around here. Let me... Because... Okay. Let me know if the thing if we're broadcasting, because something's going on here. There seems to be a really weird delay going on, and my graphics are coming apart. So I got to do some quick coding. I'm coding in some little repair on the CGI back here. We'll be good to go here in a second. Okay, so. Okay, I'm back. I'm assuming everything's working. I don't know, it just seems weird. Like, I don't know. Okay, I'm going to make a hand gesture of some sort so I can see the feed. That was just a weird hand gesture. Okay, that one says hello. Okay, so I guess that means we're still broadcasting. See, so there's my hand gesture. Between the iPad and I'm watching on my iPhone, there's like an 8-second delay, and I wasn't sure. It just seemed weird. I don't know. But anyhow, today's the day, right? They're voting in Georgia, right? They've had early voting, but today's like election day, right? So, man, that's going to be something to see. Really hoping that Warnock wins. I think he will, but you just never know, right? It's just so scary because you just never know how these things are going to go. They're always so close. Even if a candidate like Herschel Walker, or even going back to Trump in 2016, or just seems like within my lifetime, to me it's so clear cut how much better the Democratic candidate is than the Republican. It's like night and day. It's not even close to me. But the elections are always so close. And sometimes a lot of times the Democrat loses. And I'm like, how do they lose? How could they fucking lose? I don't get it, man. It's so clear cut. Well, it's propaganda. That's the results of propaganda. Heavy propaganda that have propagandized and have brainwashed people into thinking that they need to vote for Republicans. People who make 30 or 40 grand a year or 50 grand a year, they need to vote for Republicans. And the Republicans don't give a rat's ass about them. All they want is their vote, right? So they have to get brainwashed into thinking that in order to, for them to exercise their religious rights or something, they have to vote Republicans because Democrats are going to somehow take away their ability to worship how they want to worship or some bullshit like that. Or they brainwash them into thinking that Democrats are weak on national security or defense, national defense or whatever, weak on the military, which is bullshit. It's total bullshit. Or they talk them into thinking like they're going to take all your guns away. No, they're not going to take all your guns away. You can't even talk about sensible gun safety laws without, oh, you're going to take all my guns away. I better vote for Republicans so you don't take all my guns away. I need my guns, Yeah, you can go buy a fucking gun. You might, we'd like you to maybe pass a background check. We'd like you to maybe not have some sort of, you know, high tech military weapon that's really designed for war. We'd kind of like that. We'd like to maybe keep our streets from being like, war scenes. You know. Oh, but I gotta vote for Republicans because they're gonna take my gun away, and they're gonna, and I don't like that they let same-sex couples get married. What the fuck does that have to do with you? They're not gonna make you get married to a same-sex person if that's not what your thing is, right? So what the fuck is that to you, man? I don't get these people. Oh, I gotta vote for Republicans because I don't like the gays, and they're all about giving them equal rights. I don't think they should, fuck you, asshole. Well, I just see an appointment came up, Portland to Salt Lake. Oof, oof, oof. Guys, I gotta go. Guys, I gotta go over here real quick to the Schneider thing before someone else gets it. Because I don't want to sit here, remember in September, I was sitting here, it was right before my son's wedding. I had plenty of time, right? It was my son's wedding was on the 11th. And I was up here, on the first week, September 1st or 2nd or whatever it was. So I'm thinking, I got plenty of time to get to Vegas. And I remember there was no loads, no thing. I was getting to the point where I was gonna see about just catching an airplane or something. And then finally I got a load at the last second to Salt Lake. And I ended up having to fly from Salt Lake to Vegas just to make it to my son's wedding. Because I'd been sitting here at least, 7 or 8 days or some crap. So I don't want that to happen again, even though I don't have anything that I have to get to right now. But let's see. Yeah, I better just grab this load. And it's gonna pick up today. So I have until 11 o'clock or whatever. And it delivers on Thursday. So Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah, I'm just gonna grab it because you really just gotta get these loads. You can't dilly-dally, man. Somebody else will get it. All right, so I just went ahead and clicked on that load. Let's see if I get it. Come on. It says request sent. There's no error. Sometimes it says error reason. If there's an error or something, or some reason it doesn't give it to me, it should say it right there. And now I go back to my home screen, and it has me for my next sort of search area. It's set up for Salt Lake City, so that means I got the load. Yay! I got the load. So that's where I'm heading back to Salt Lake. This is where I came from. I'm just doing a circle, basically. I picked this load up in Bear River City, which is about 80, I think 60, 70, 80 miles north of Salt Lake. And then that's where I picked this load that I just delivered. And now I'm going right back to Salt Lake. But that's cool. I got a load, so good. I'm good to go. It's like a big relief to know I got something going on. Now the bad thing about that, though, maybe I shouldn't have done it, because I kind of like taking Tuesday off, and then I don't have to get fuel until tomorrow. Because that means if I buy fuel today, and I'm getting low on fuel, so I'm probably gonna have to buy some fuel. I'll just buy a little bit, I guess, just to get me by for the day. But it's all these cutoffs about how they do your pay and everything. And if I don't want to fill up today. I don't want to spend $700 on fuel today. If I could put that fuel onto my next paycheck, if you know what I mean. So, and if I do it tomorrow, it'll go on the next week's paycheck. So I'm always trying to kind of like put those kind of expenses off, you know. So that's the bad thing. I probably rushed into that, but like I said, man, I just didn't want to sit here for a week, you know, take a chance of somebody else grabbing that load and then no other loads come up. So they got me, they got me like shook. I'm kind of shook, but well, it'll be okay. I'll just get like 50 gallons and just spend what is fuel now down here? I don't know, $6, $5. So 50 gallons will get me through for today. For today's driving. So after the show, I will be going over to pick up this load. Let me see exactly where, because when you first bid on these, you don't really know exactly. You just know the city, but you don't always know exactly where it is. Let me see. They should have it in here. I'll be picking up at uh-oh, I just see Jolie said, I just got to the store, left my wallet at home. I hate that when I do that. So here is, I will be picking up Portland Fulfillment Center. So I got to go up to Portland. It's funny, about the last few loads I've been picking up out of Portland has been in the same spot. So at least I know exactly where it is. And the first time I went there, it was hard to locate because it was like a weird address and the signage wasn't good and all that kind of stuff. But now I know exactly where it is. So it's great when you go to a place a few times, or at least by the second time you should pretty much know it. And if it's close, like if I go to some place and then 5 years later, I don't go to it again until 5 years later, which that happens all the time. You know, then uh, all bets are off on that case. So anyhow, I'm going up to Portland, and I'll be picking up that load up there, and then going right back to Salt Lake City to Nabisco. Nabisco, I must have gone there before. I know I usually go to like to the cereal place. This isn't the cereal place, though, I don't think. This is a special instruction here. It says, customer does not allow passengers or pets. If you have either, please ask your DTL, which in my case would be a BOA, my business owner associate, to remove you from the load. So if you've got a code, maybe not a co-driver, but I guess if you had, so sometimes you can bring your kid, or you can bring your wife, or whoever you want, or a girlfriend, just as a passenger. They're not a co-driver. If you had a co-driver, that wouldn't be considered a passenger. I don't think, because there are people who team. What are they supposed to not take this load? But if you just had someone with you that was just driving along with you, then you're shit out of luck. Then you got to go and get removed from the load. And if you have a pet with you, you have to get removed from the load. I wonder how many people actually do that, or if they like sneak them in or whatever. They're like, just stay down there. Don't let anyone see you. Anyhow, I don't have a passenger and I don't have a pet, so I don't have to worry about it. But anyhow, that's going to be over to Nabisco. Was that the... Wait a minute. Yeah, okay, so that was for Nabisco. And this load is kind of light, I think. Well, it's 37,413 pounds, which to most truck drivers they would think that's a light load because they're hauling 43,000 pound loads and 45,000 pound loads. To me, that's a heavy load because I usually I like getting light loads, like in the teens and whatever. I think it's just more fuel efficient, and I don't think it. I think you have less wear and tear on the truck. It's the only time it's good to be heavy is if you're going to high winds, right? But anyhow, 37,000 is not too bad. All right, so that's where I got my job security going here, and I'll be looking real soon for my next load. So that is going to be Thursday. I'll be down in Salt Lake. Let me. Hey, Aaron West, how you doing, Aaron? Good to see you on here. I'm just going to go back to the load board real quick on here, and maybe I can book my next load. That'd be nice. So that load's going to be on Thursday. And hey, all right, Aaron. That is going to be on Thursday, and let me see here. It's a live load, and see, the live load appointment is at 9 in the morning. Okay, so that's and those are usually only pretty quickly. You get an hour, 2 hours. So I'll have the whole day Thursday to get another load. And let me clear these ones out. Let's just see if there's any. Let's just see if the freight's picking up. The freight, look, since September 1st, the freight has been horrible. Horrible. Hey, make sure you hit the thumbs ups and the subscribe if you're not a subscriber yet. I know most people in here are. And hit and share. Don't forget to share. Let's grow the show. I want to get to 1,000 subscribers. Right now I only have 412. 412 subscribers. But I love y'all. Thank you all for being subscribers. Let's share the word. Let's share the word that Trucker John's out there in the world. But anyhow, so I'm getting freight has been horrible since the first week of September, right? It's been totally horrible. The worst I've ever seen it in my life. Or certainly since I've been an independent contractor, which has been over 7 years now. It's just the worst. And I did talk to someone, they said they thought there might be a little bit of a bump maybe through the holidays here, and it has kind of picked up a little bit since Thanksgiving. So here we are in the first week of December, and it's okay. And then she was afraid, the person I was talking to, she was afraid it was going to start dying down again like after the holidays. So hopefully, I mean, we'll see what happens, but the freight has been just horrific. And hopefully it won't keep going. Hopefully we'll get back to normal where you're just rolling, You just keep rolling, keep going, man. All right, so I put in a search here. There 67 loads came up. Now that might sound like a lot of loads, but a lot of they just throw shit against the wall here and see what sticks. A lot of these are either the dates have expired on them, and I can't bid on anything that has an expired date. It just won't even it won't even go through, right? And then there's other things that are just not for me. So let's see here. Like we have Ogden to Paris, California, but that's not ready. And you can't bid on it if it's not ready. It has to have a green check mark. when you're looking at the load here on my load board. If it doesn't have that little green check mark, I can't even bid on. I can save it. If I like the load, I can put that in my favorites file, and then when it becomes available, it'll send me a notification to my tablet. I can do that, and that's what I do. You just star it. There's a little star button. But right now, so I'm looking for loads from the 8th on. Let's see, that's the 7th. I can't do that. 7th, nope, can't do that. 7th, the 1st, nope. 2nd, nope. 7th, nope. 5th, nope. See, you have all these loads. It seems like 67 loads, but I bet you 90% of them I can't even bid on them or select it. Here's the 7th, nope. 5th, nope. Okay, now here's the 8th. Here's one here I can get. It's the same load I just delivered. Bear River City to Albany, but it's a deadline of 12 noon on the 8th, and that's cutting it kind of close. See, I don't like to bid on something where I might have to cancel the load at the last second, and if they get kind of pissy about it, they could charge me like $300 for canceling a load. They usually don't. And all the time I've been here, trying to think, I think they threatened to charge me one time, and I kind of just begged for mercy. I forget what the deal was. I was like, could you please not? And I ended up talking to Carrie, who's my the head of the BOAs or whatever. And I think they were nice enough to let me slide on something where I had to cancel. And it was, because a lot of times if you have to cancel and it's like something comes up, like, well, the truck breaks down, or if it's shipper related, it's something out of your control, they'll take you off the load, no problems. No, they won't charge you. But if it's just something like, oh, I don't want this load, I decided I want to do another load, or then they're gonna get pissed off, and they can charge you like $300. And there was this one time, I forget what the instance was, where I had to be taken off of it because something came up, something personal, and they could have charged me the $300, but they ended up not. So it was cool. But so here's the 6th, here's the 7th, here's the 8th again. Now this one, okay, now here's the other one. This is on the 8th, and this one has a window all the way up until midnight. So I could go ahead and bid on that one, and it'll take me right back to where I delivered it. It's the same exact load that I just delivered last night. Bear River City. It's going to pick up, it doesn't say, but I know this is going to be Procter & Gamble, which is toilet paper and tissue. It's a very light load. It's like 16,000 pounds. Or 17. I think the one I had last night was 17 and change. It's going to go right up the road to Albany to the Target. But it only pays $1.89 a mile, See, that's another thing. It seems like the rates have gone down. We used to get $2, $2.30 a mile all the time. Now they're fucking you on the rates, man. Yeah, I'll put that to my save file. Here's Salt Lake City to Loveland. Now, I could go to Colorado. I haven't gone to Colorado in a while. And this one does pay $2.58 a mile. But it's less miles. And so the overall, it's like almost $200 less money. And see, you would think like, okay, well, less miles is better. But let's see. So Bear River to Albany is 782 miles. Salt Lake to Loveland, Colorado is only 490 miles. But it seems so much further. It's so weird. It's so kind of like psychological or something. How, to me, it just seems like Salt Lake to Albany just seems closer than Salt Lake to Loveland for some reason. I don't know why. That drive, it just seems like that drive across Wyoming, it's just so barren and desolate that it just seems like a longer ride to me. I don't know. It's weird. but it's almost like 300 miles closer. Look at it's like the Albany was what 782, and this one's 490. So yeah, it's like 290 miles or whatever it was. Almost 300 miles closer, but it seems further. So I could do that. I could go to Colorado. I haven't gone there in a while. But the thing, see, that's another thing. Now, before all this freight problems were going on, it was always easier for me to get loads if I came up to Portland or the Seattle area. It was really easy to get loads back to Phoenix or back to Vegas, or not Vegas, but back to maybe Salt Lake or Phoenix or LA. And they were good paying loads. See, you could get some good paying loads up here and a good paying load back. But now the way it's been for these last, what, September, October, November, now we're in December, like almost 4 months, 3 months at least, where the freight has been really horrible. I can't really rely on my experience, because usually if I go to Colorado, Colorado has been really bad. It's always been really, you can get good paying loads going in there, and it's not a question of getting a good paying load out. It's just a question of getting a load out. Unless you want to haul beer, I don't like hauling beer, because those are 45,000 plus. It's the very maximum weight you can carry, and believe me, this old Freightliner Cascadia, I don't think that's made. I mean, if you're a company driver, yeah, you'll do it all day. But when you own the truck, those 45,000 pound beer loads are brutal. I think they're brutal on the truck. And then you usually got to go across the Rockies to get back to wherever you're delivering it to. It's a hard run. So I don't do those beer loads. So I'll sit there and wait for something else, even if I have to carry something that's kind of heavy, but not that heavy. Those beer loads are I think they're just brutal. If you're a company driver, yeah, do it all day. Let the company fuck their trucks up, but you don't want to fuck your own truck up. And I don't mean that in a malicious way, like you intentionally are fucking the truck up. I'm just saying, just hauling those loads over and over and over again, those beer loads. I think if that's what the company wants to do, then that's their truck. Let them do it. But if it's your own truck and you want to try to get some years out of it and as much value out of it, then I would say try not to haul those big heavy beer loads. At least not too many. That's just me. That's just my opinion. That's how I roll. So anyhow, that's the thing. So I could either get the Salt Lake to Albany. It's almost 300 miles further in distance, but I think I have much better chance of getting a load out of here, out of this area, like I just did, than if I go to Loveland. And then it's like, man, you're at the mercy of the loads. Like, there used to be Frito-Lay out of Denver, used to be pretty reliable. But even that, I don't know what's going on with that. I think they kind of maybe switch carriers, because like, I think Schneider used to be kind of like their main carrier out of there. And now when I go in there, they still use us, but there's not very many Schneider's trailers over there anymore. Like, there used to be all Schneider. Now it's like, I think they switched to like, I don't know, I forget what was over there. There's some other carrier now, and that is their main one. So we just sort of get like leftovers, I guess. So that's hard to judge, or it's hard to like think, is it worth it to go to Loveland? And then I might be sitting there, I just don't know. So anyhow, I'll put that in my save file and then go from there on it. Because here's another Bear River City to Salem. And this one does pay. Now look, this is probably Procter & Gamble. It's probably going to Target. The weight looks like it's about the same. And it pays $2.16 a mile. The other one was only paying like $1.58, I said, right? And it's like the same exact load. That's weird. Like, how did they come up with that? I wonder. Very strange how they figure the rates. Because it's the same exact load. Same exact load. One pays $1 like 58 a mile, and the other one pays $2.16 a mile. That makes no sense. No sense whatsoever. I don't get it. Here's Grantsville 0800, so I can't make that because I'll be at the other place. In Grantsville, these are heavy loads, 42,000. This is either Walmart or the salt. They have like more. They have was it Morton Salt? They have a bunch of salt places. There's two of them actually. This is 42,000 pounds. I'm trying to remember if those loads are heavier than that at the salt, because salt's heavy. Or it could be Walmart, DC, 42,000. So I'm not sure. But anyhow, that's on the 8th. Here's the 7th, can't do that. 7th, can't do that. 12th, I'm not waiting till the 12th. 6th, no good. There's the 9th, but there's no check mark, and it's Grantsville and it's heavy. So strike 3. 3 strikes, you're out on that one. That's 0800, can't do that. And I'm not doing it. Not doing it. I'm not doing that one. The time wouldn't work. That's the 6th, can't do that. 7th, can't do that. But see, here's a good one. I mean, it's good paying. This is the Frito-Lay load going to Salem. West Valley City, 26,000 pounds. But it picks up on the 7th, and I can't do that. So here's the 8th, though, 42,000 pounds. No green check mark, so I can't do that. Bear River City, that's the 7th, can't do that. This one is on the 8th. Not gonna do it, not gonna do it. Wouldn't be prudent, not gonna do it. Not gonna do it, nah. That wouldn't be prudent. Not gonna do it. There's the 7th, there's the 9th. Logan, Utah to Ridgefield, Washington. That pays $2.33 a mile. But it's heavy. And I don't, like I said, it's 43,000 pounds. I don't like. See, the thing is, I know I probably sound like I should take those loads, you know, like but whenever I take a load that heavy, I'm always cussing myself. I'm always like, never again am I going to take it. Because I hate them. I hate those heavy loads. I hate it. So I'll take it as a last resort, but I've got other options here, so I don't really need to take it. They're paying around the same, you know. So, Bear River City. Okay, I got that one. That's the $2.16 a mile. I'm probably going to take that one. Ogden to Pueblo, Colorado. $2.38 a mile. That's not till the 9th it picks up. And then this one's going to be after. That's too late. So let's see what else there is real quick. See what I do, they have different categories. They have, the first one is just the loads, and I think they kind of just put them by date. Then the next thing you can next search criteria you can do, well, there's a bunch of ones, but what I do then is total, the highest paying rate, and you can rank it from the highest paying to the lowest paying. So I'll look at those, a few pages of those, and then the third thing that I do, I go to rate per mile. So right now I'm looking at rate per mile, highest rate per mile. So the highest rate per mile that they have right now out of these 67 or 69 loads, it says, is this load, Salt Lake City to Loveland, Colorado, $2.61 a mile. That's their highest one. Now I know if there's any other drivers that look at this and you guys are independents, you are total owner operators, and you broker your own loads, or you have brokers, but you you guys are experienced. You have, maybe you're like a heavy hauler, maybe you're specialized. You're laughing at 261 a mile. You wouldn't get out of bed in the morning for 261 a mile. I understand that. There's a lot of you guys making $6, $7, $8 a mile or whatever, and that's wonderful. That's fine, and more power to you. God bless you. Okay, but I'm an old just guy. I didn't start driving until I was 44. I was just a company driver. I've spent a few years just as a part-time driver, a few years just as a seasonal driver, and then a few more years as a company driver. So I didn't grow up in this business. And I'm not a businessman type of person. You know, I just got into this kind of late in life, and I just got into being an independent contractor. Well, it's been 7 years now. But, you know, I feel it's different than if I was some guy who grew up when I'm a second or third generation truck driver, and we had our own little thing of trucks, and we've been around the business and been around the block, and we know all the ins and outs, and we know how to get good loads, and we know how to, you know, we specialize in something. Okay, that's a whole different animal, I think, than what I am. So if there's any truck drivers that come out here, you want to talk shit about the 261 a mile and what an idiot I am, well, whatever, dude. Whatever. All I gotta say is everybody's different. We all do our own thing. We all go our own way. We all find our own way. And this is where I'm at. This is where I'm at in my truck driving career. And I'm 62 years old. I'm not gonna be doing this forever. I mean, I might be doing it another, who knows, 5, 6 years, whatever. But maybe I'll figure out something out about running on my own authority, and then using different load boards and different brokers or whatever, and being able to get those higher paying loads, $5, $6, $7 a mile. But I don't know. I feel like I'm still learning shit, you know. Anyhow, so that's that on that. I just felt like I had to say that because I know there are truck drivers that are really full of themselves. They don't remember. They just think everyone's like them or should be as smart as they are. And if you don't know as much as them, then you're a fucking dumb shit. And they want to dump on you. And to that, I just, you know, I say fuck off, you know, to those assholes. Hey, Ginny, I was at a farm meeting. All right, I didn't know that there were farm meetings. That's awesome. So you guys are talking about the yields, the maybe. But thanks for being here, Jeannie, our farmer. Let's all pray for the farmers. Just pray for rain and pray for, I don't know, good growing conditions and bumper crops. We need bumper crops. Thank you, Jeannie, for being here. I was just going over my load board here. I just got a load from picking up today from Portland down to Salt Lake, and now I'm just checking out Salt Lake to and I say Jeannie, and I hope I'm saying it right. Is it Jean or Jeannie? Because it looks like Jeannie to me. Anyhow, yes, pray for the farmers. Absolutely. Because I like to eat, and the farmers are what help keep this thing going. If it weren't for the farmers, I'd starve to death because I don't know how to grow anything or raise anything. Okay, so Salt Lake to Loveland. No, that's the second. I can't do that. And there's the 6th. There's the 9th. Salt Lake to Loveland. 257 a mile. And Aaron says my grandma produced it with one syllable. Pronounced it with one syllable. Like Jean. Muddy here. You guys in the mud? Out there in them fields? So I was saying it right, Jeannie? All right. I just, I don't want to mispronounce your name. Let's see. Salt Lake City to Loveland, Grantsville to Salem. That's the 7th. I can't do that. The 7th, can't do that. 7th, nope. 8th, that's too close to the other time. 7th, nope. 8th, West Valley, but there's no check mark. Let me just check a few more of these. The 6th, the 7th, there's the 8th, no check mark. Ogden to Pueblo, I already checked that one for my save file. These are ones I've seen. So you'll start seeing them again when I go through these different categories. They just will pop up again. Here is Bear River City. Oh, that's on the 7th. Wow. See, look. Well, this one goes to Seattle. It's a little bit. Actually, the miles are like the same. 236 a mile. Oh, dang it! Now I actually clicked on it. I just have to go back, but I just hate that because then it takes time. Hey, Wes Webb, how you doing, Wes? Glad to see you here. Everybody, make sure you hit the thumbs up and the share button, and if you're not a subscriber, make sure you subscribe. Thanks for popping in, Wes. We were just doing some really exciting stuff here of me getting a load on the load board. I got one. Now I'm going for number 2 here. Going to see where am I going to be ending up. So on Thursday, that means I'll be doing the next show from the Salt Lake City area. Because I'll be there Thursday. Oh, you know what? That's right. That appointment time, I might be doing the show from the loading dock because yeah. I guess we could do that. We could do a show from the loading dock. I think I've done that before. I think I did one and I had to cut it off short because, like on these loads, I'll say like what the average time is, and usually it says an hour or 2 hours, or sometimes it'll say 6 hours or whatever. But that one was real quick. I was just trying to read that. Your message popped up and then it went away before I could read it. But I think you said I was pronouncing it right, so I'm glad to hear that. So yeah, I could do a show from the loading dock. We'll see how that goes. Logan to Ridgefield. Okay, I think I have looked at quite a few of these loads. Quite a few there I looked at. People usually get it wrong. I used to work with a gal named Jeannie, and I think she spelled her name the same as you. So that's probably why I know. I used to work for the post office, postal service. And I was a mail processor. And there was a gal named Jeannie, and I think she spelled it just like that. Yeah. So that's probably why I just knew that name. Okay, so I've saved 5 loads on my favorites list. We got Bear River City to Albany, Salt Lake City to Loveland, Bear River City to Salem, Salt Lake City to Loveland, Ogden to Pueblo. And I think I'm going to take one of the ones coming back to Salem because I think that's the safest bet. Even though the freight has been wonky. Wonky? I don't know if wonky is the right word, but it's been weird. Let's just say weird. The freight has been weird. But I just feel a little bit more confident being able to come up here and then get a load and not sit. If I go to Loveland, who knows, you know? I just don't. And even though it's 300 miles further, see, that's the thing. You got to think of, okay, 300 miles. How much fuel am I going to use? How much more money in fuel am I going to spend going that 300 miles? And okay, so that's going to be approximately, because I just say I get 7 miles a gallon on average, so that comes out to 42.8 gallons, basically. How much is fuel now? Let's just say if it's $6. Wait, is that right? For that 300 miles, oh yeah, for the 300 miles, it'll be an extra 42 gallons. So that's about an extra $252 that I'm spending on fuel. So, you know, is it worth it? But if I go to Loveland, Colorado, and I just sit there for a week because there's no loads, or even if it's just like, that wouldn't probably be a week, but it might be. I've sat there a week before, but it might be 2, 3, 4, 5 days. Who knows? Whereas if I come up here, I'll probably, at least through Christmas, I think things are going to be good at least through Christmas, as far as the freight is concerned, you know. So these next 2 or 3 weeks, I think will still be good. If I come back up here, I think I have just a much better chance of being able to get a load and not sitting. So that $252. See, this is the kind of stuff, as a company driver, you never think about this shit, right? I mean, they just send you the loads and you just go and you just do it. They pay 32 cents a mile, you know, or whatever it was. 35, I think, was the most that they paid me a mile. But you don't pay for your own fuel. You don't pay for anything. It's just, that's 35 cents, boom, that's all yours, right? And then you pay taxes on that. But so if I get on this load here, what was it? Whatever it was, $2.16 a mile, I'm paying for fuel out of that. But of course, at the end of the year, all that fuel is a tax write-off. So anyhow, even though, having said all of that, I'm going to take the Salem load, ladies and gentlemen. It has been decided. Therefore it shall be. I shall choose this Salem, Oregon load. It's a 14,000 pound load, 758.4 miles, $2.16 a mile. I'm gonna just do it. I always take a screenshot of it, just in case. Okay, I'm doing it. But see, that's the thing. You kind of agonize over these things because it's like, should I take the other load? It's 300 miles less, and I don't spend as much fuel. But then it's like, I'm gonna sit there. Wes Webb says I almost managed a Radio Shack. Also, I didn't see that it disappeared. I'll have to look at that later, Wes. And this picks up then and there. All right, I'm gonna do it. I just pushed the button. I pushed the okay. It says, are you sure you want to take this or whatever? And then it's like, okay. So it looks like I don't see any errors. No errors popped up. And I got it. I did it. So now I'm making a big round trip again. So today I'm picking up a load going to Salt Lake. On Thursday I'm picking a load out of Bear River City, which is the road I just picked up. You know, blah 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 blah. And I'm coming back up here to Salem. Same exact thing, same exact. So at least I should know the route. I don't even think I have to use my navigation at this point. I know the route. I don't even have to make a new video. I'll just replay the old video that I just made yesterday or today. I posted it this morning. I'll just redo that one. Just pretend like it's the same. I'll just change the dates. How do you like those bananas? All right, so that's it for now. I'm not going to search anymore. Although I do try to search basically morning, noon, and night. Like I go on that search function on the load board. Usually in the morning when I get up, usually when I take a break for lunch, and then at night, you know, when I shut down. I'm always checking that board because you never know what's going to come up. Sometimes I've even woken up at like, I don't know, 3 o'clock in the morning and couldn't go to sleep, so I went ahead and went on the load board and found a load or something, a good load, and booked it. You know, and it wasn't there before. I wasn't like I had just checked it at 10 or 11 o'clock that night, and then I woke up at 4. I checked the board and there was a load. Now these loads are coming from Green Bay, Wisconsin. So they're on Central Time, you know, so there's like a 2-hour thing. But their main office people, I think, are mainly daytime people. But apparently there are people in there 24/7 because all of a sudden at 3 or 4 in the morning a load pops up. So it's like 5 or 6 in the morning there. You know, it's kind of weird. Or maybe, I don't know, or maybe they have some sort of automated system where they put a load in and then it's still finalizing or something, and then maybe it'll, I don't know. That's not my, I'm not even in that department, but anyhow, so that's it. I've got my next 2, so at least I got that going for me. So that's the thing. That's the thing you do as a truck driver. Like, you're out here, you're driving, and then you're trying to schedule loads, and you're trying to keep busy. You don't want idle time, but then you do need a little bit of idle time. You know, you do need some downtime. This is a whole thing going on here. Jeannie says she almost worked at a post office. I passed the exam and then got offered a better job at a university. Oh yeah, I take the university job for sure. West Miles manager, Radio Shack. Okay, here's the one I missed. Also was in communication with Air Force singing sergeants. Ended up teaching music for 40 years. Wow, Wes. So Wes was telling me to go for it for these picking up load. I hate to make decisions. Wes says no, Jenny. I was talking. The friend was in it. Loader's a loaded word. Yeah. Jolie, I actually managed to get out today. Went to the store twice, stopped for gas, and got home without buying donuts. I feel like I'm winning. Winning! Yes. I know, it's like whenever you, you know, don't fall to the temptation, and that is a victory. So that's a moral victory. So good for you, Jolie. I know I do that too. I'm like, those look so good, or whatever that donuts or pastry or whatever, and then if I manage to just say nope, I'm not doing it, not today, Satan, not today, and so then you feel good, you know, and then you celebrate with a bunch of sugar in your coffee. Anywho. So, where was I? Oh, we were talking about Georgia. All right, everybody. Hope you're voting. That's all I got to say about it. Just everyone vote. We might not know the results of that for who knows, right? Maybe tonight. Depends on how fast they count the votes, and I guess we're already counting the early voting. Hopefully, we'll know by tonight or tomorrow. I'm just looking around. I need to do some shopping. That's the thing too. Now I haven't given myself a day off because I need to go shopping, I'm all out of these wipes. I like to buy, I like to buy the Clorox wipes. I keep this. Here's a little hack. Is that what they call it, a hack? See, inside it still has the, it's basically mainly water, but it's got, I guess, some chlorine in it or Clorox in it or whatever, I guess. And so I always keep these because when I'm out, I'm on a lot of them. But then I just pour this on my hands because if you're in a truck, like, you're out, you don't have the comforts of home of running water all the time. If I'm not near like a restroom or not near someplace where I can wash my hands, my hands get a little bit grubby. So I just pour some of that on my hands and wash my hands and then use a napkin or whatever, and I just wipe off and dry off. And so that's a good little hack. Like if you're doing van life and your truck life and all that kind of stuff, don't throw away your Clorox wipe thing right away, because you can use that to wash your hands with the water that's in there. The water, Clorox water. I'll just call it Clorox water. It's probably 90%, 99% water, I don't know, but it's got enough little Clorox in there that it does help clean your hands. So that's a life hack. Trucker life hack, I guess. Warnock wins. See, I already know the outcome. Otherwise, there's no God, and we all know that there is. That's what Wes posted. Whether or not there's a God, maybe God doesn't give a fuck about our elections. Maybe God is saying, you guys are on your own. If you want to elect Herschel, now he's one of my, I love him. He's one of my children, but he's fucked up in the head. He's fucked up. He needs work. He needs to get some work done. This is God speaking. I personally don't think he should probably be a senator. He should probably be getting some other things, done in his life. Work on. I think Warnock's probably, I'm just saying, I think Warnock might be the, but it's up to you guys. That's today, far be it from me to, interfere with your little lives. You want to get, I'm just saying, Warnock's kind of a good cat. He's got a good head on his shoulders. Herschel, God love his little soul there. Me love his little soul. He's kind of a work in progress. He's not really all there, right now. And you might want to think, you might want to rethink that one. I'm just saying. Okay? It's up to you. I mean, sure, I'm God. I could wiggle my nose and I could be, boom, Warnock wins. Boom. I could just do it. I could do anything. Boom. But I'm not. I'm letting you guys. You guys are doing this. You guys, it's up to you. You live your lives. Don't come to me for everything. All right? I got some important stuff to do back here in the back. You guys do your thing. I'll see you when someday you'll be up here. I'll see you. We'll connect. We'll have, we'll have coffee or whatever. All right? Just chill. Do your thing. Go vote. But I'm just saying, if it was me voting, you know what I said. You know what I feel. That was my impression of a God. And scene. Thank you very much. Is Liberal Dan in the house? Did Liberal Dan see my rousing rendition of God? Anyhow, hey, Liberal Dan. All right. Yeah, I think what's the guy George? What's George, the old guy who played God, and Morgan Freeman's played God? They got nothing on me. Anyhow, Wes Webb, I am all powerful. I guess that was about that. Anyhow, A music artist wrote a song about a friend of mine named Jeannie and myself, Jeannie, and it was called "My Pair of Genies." Huh? I'd like to hear that. That'd be interesting to hear. Can we? Is there any place we could hear that? Put that on, post it somewhere. That'd be nice to hear that. But anyhow, we'll see how it turns out today. Now, I'm speaking as Trucker John. I'm not speaking as God now. I hope Warnock wins. So, fingers crossed. I can't even cross my fingers anymore. But you know, we'll just see. I have to just see how it goes. And then let's get on with the business of the business. Let's get on with the business of taking care of the business. I try not to get too it's to the point where I just live my life. Sure, I think the one thing maybe that when Trump won in 2016, I should probably play I made this video on Facebook. I posted it on Facebook on my face because I have a bunch of pages on Facebook too, different pages, and I posted this video of me almost crying when Trump won in 2016. I mean, I was so distraught and I was so like beside myself, and I was just like, and I made this video of like, oh my God, this can't be happening, and I was going on and on about how could American people vote for this guy? He's like this rapist, and he's this horrible person, and I was just going on and on and on. And I think as time has gone by, I think I've just kind of learned like, I can't let things that are out of my control, I guess, upset me so much, or because I mean, for a few weeks there, I think I was really, really depressed. And I think a lot of Americans were depressed, and some people were, I think, suicidal about when Trump won. It was really that bad. And as time went by, most of us, we sort of got out of that little funk, and then we were like, okay, let's soldier on. We got to soldier on, and let's just get back. Let's pick ourselves up by our bootstraps and dust ourselves off, and let's do better, But Westweb says, I cried when Kate McKinnon sang the Hallelujah song. What was it? Yeah, I remember that. That was pretty touching. But so now I think what I've learned is, I can just do what I just do what I do. I can tell people about this and about that, and then people are going to vote who they vote for. They're going to believe what they want to believe, and then we're going to get whoever we get. But day to day, I'm still in my truck. I still got to go earn a living. I still got to live my life. I still got to, be with my kids whenever I can. Those are the important things. I mean, yeah, it is important who we have in Washington, and who we have in Congress, and who we have in all of our elected, positions at the local level and the state level and everything else. Now, those are important, obviously, but I can't let it mentally exhaust me. So I don't really let it. I just say, okay, I've done my part. I've done what I can do, and it's out of my control. That's all. I can't let it get to me. So like if Herschel Walker wins today, I'm not gonna let that get to me. Yeah, I think Herschel Walker's a moron and an idiot and a hypocrite, massive hypocrite. But if he wins, he wins. That's the way it goes. The people of Georgia have spoken. If that's who they want, fine, let them have them. Now I know it doesn't just affect Georgia because we're talking about the makeup of the Congress. But the way things are now, it doesn't really affect it that much. We still have the tiebreaker, right, with Kamala Harris. And I would like to see Georgia, as a lifelong registered Democrat, I would like to see Georgia, have 2 Democratic senators, in the hopes that maybe Georgia will start getting bluer. Or, I don't know, would you say it's purple now because they have a Republican governor? And they have 2 right now, 2 Democratic senators, and we'll see how it turns out, if that remains or not. I don't know. And then throughout the state, they have MTG, that's another question mark. How can people vote for that? But these districts are so gerrymandered or whatever. So anyhow, but it would be nice I think it would send a really good message if Warnock could win in Georgia and they keep their 2 Democratic senators. Then I've got to ask, what about you, Florida? What about you, Alabama? What about you, Arkansas? What about you, Louisiana? And hey, what about you even over there in Texas? What about you? What the fuck's going on with you guys? Georgia can do it. Look at the turnout. They had record turnout. Look what they did. They got 2 Democratic senators. What's your guys' excuse? That's the whole South. They need to start turning out. And if Georgia can do it, then all those other states can do it. And that's what I hope, is the message that comes out. If Warnock wins today, then I hope that maybe that'll wake up the rest of the South to get up and vote. And I want them to vote for Democrats, but I'm just going to say vote. Just get up and turn out the vote. Don't stay home. Whatever voter suppression techniques are going on, you need to learn how to hurdle those. You need to learn how to, to beat those, whatever, So in a way, it's like, okay, it's Georgia. I'm out here in the West Coast, and I have whatever they do, they do. But on the other hand, yeah, it has far-reaching, effects, I guess. So, and we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We shall see. We shall see. Yeah, so anyhow, I thought you were getting a dog, Dan. Oh, Liberal Dan has a dog. Is Lib Dan still in there? He had that dog. I saw his dog. Uh-oh. I gotta plug in. Real quick, because my whatchamacallit is dying. My iPad is about ready. It's down to 10%, and when it's on video like that, it could go real quick. It could go any minute now. It could just go. Won't even be nothing I can do about it. It'll just go. I got a message came in on my tablet over here. It's probably for that load. Yeah, new pre-assignment. So that's just telling me about the pre-assignments. I better. There's a little thing. I need to hit the little check mark. Otherwise, they'll keep sending me messages over and over and over again. And really will just bug the hell out of me. So there's a little button that says reviewed. Otherwise, I'll just keep sending me messages over and over again. Pre-assignment. And I'm like, I know. I got the pre-assignment. I was sitting here when it happened. Okay, let me plug in. I think it makes me mad about. You know what really makes me mad? There we go. I'm not mad anymore. I plugged in. Hopefully it's working. So okay, so are those shorts or pants? These are you talking about my groovy these groovy sort of like winter camouflage Nike $150 Nike sweatpants? Is that what you're talking about, Jeannie? I guess I answered. These are pants, but they're all old and holey now. And I got them on sale at, was it Fred Meyer's or whatever? That's what they have out here. They were marked down from $150. I got them on clearance, I think for like $30. So I'm really proud of that purchase because that's pretty good purchase. I actually bought 2 of them. I got 2 of them, but it's been a couple years now, and they are starting to get wore out. So I should go over to Fred Meyer's and see if they got any more deals. I'm just saying. Let's see here. Wes says, lady on the news tried a few times last week, but the lines were too long. Went today before the polls. Oh, this is about voting? Was still waiting? I don't know. I waited in line for 40 minutes last time. Usually I walk right in. They need more poll judges, but I can't wake up that early. And then he says, you are shitting me. I don't know. Oh, about the pants? About how much they cost or something? No, they were marked at like $150. But these are Nike. But like I said, I got them on clearance for like $30. West Webb, I'm wearing Champion sweatpants and an AF sweatshirt. I guess we're going to talk about what we're wearing. I'm wearing Carhartt t-shirt with Nike, and I got some Fitville tennis shoes on, and I got some Dick's Sporting Goods socks. But I'm not going to go into the underwear. Well, I guess Fruit of the Loom maybe. I don't remember if it's Fruit of the Loom or, because I usually get, you know, whatever the major brands are. Boxer Brief, by the way, in case you're wondering. I'm a Boxer Brief kind of guy. Is that TMI? I'm probably getting into the TMI area now. Jolie says, my kids hated that I would only buy them clothes if they were on clearance when they were growing up. Now they can't wait to call me when they have a great clearance find. Yeah. That's funny when, you know, when they're paying for the shit. Any guesses what I'm wearing? Let's see. Jolie is wearing fancy designer outfit. Now I'm gonna guess t-shirts, a t-shirt, sweatpants, and socks. Because you're inside, right? Wes, I have my eye on some nylon spandex pants that look like dress pants, but wash and dry quickly. Huh. Jeannie, I have on St. John's Bay from JCPenney lounge pants from 90s. Love them, just keep sewing holes. Oh yeah, well, you can keep them going, yeah. If I could sew, there's some things I could keep longer. West Webb, the ones I really like are $120 except for suits. I have never paid that much. Aaron West, Jolie is wearing a house coat or a caftan. I don't know what a caftan is. Would you care to elaborate? Because I have no idea what a caftan is. It sounds like something from India or something. I don't know. What's with loving out, Jeannie? I have a half dozen black Adidas warm-up suits. Some of them were my dad's. Jeannie Shannon says half robe, half blanket. There you go. Stay cozy. Nice and cozy, right? I wanted to order this thing for the truck. You know how they used to sell the, what were they called? I even bought one. I have one somewhere. It was just a blanket and it had sleeves. What were those called? Joy says, John Close, the t-shirt is a Grateful Dead shirt. All right. Though it's pretty much all I wear. Jeannie, caftan. Caftan is a house coat you wear to brunch with friends. Oh, Oh, that was Wes. Wes was chiming in on that. Am I saying it right? Because you put exclamation points. Like maybe am I not saying it right? Caftan. Caftan. I don't know. But what was I saying about the? What was that blanket called? You guys all saw it, right? And probably all ordered them, right? Remember, like 10, 15, 20 years ago, the blanket with the sleeves, and they called it. They had a name for it. What was that called? Come on, you guys. Jolie says she's actually wearing a muumuu. Snuggies? Were they called Snuggies? What was that thing called? What was the blanket with the sleeves? I've got a blue one somewhere. Might even be up in, I should look. It might be in the truck. Calf tan. Oh, that's Wes again. But I guess I would call it Snuggie. Was it called Snuggie? No, or was that like a diaper? Snuggle or cuddle or cuddly, or whatever it was called. And you know how it's dangerous to order stuff off of like Instagram because people get ripped off. Like I said, I got ripped off once because I ordered a hat and I never got it. I think it was off of Facebook. But I have ordered shoes. I've actually ordered like 3 pairs of shoes and they come and they're fine. They're perfect. And I think I've ordered some other things through those advertising things that are on Facebook and Instagram. West says court rules Snuggies are blankets, not clothing. Okay. Aaron West, purple camel. You're in the purple camel today, huh? Jeannie says Snuggie or cuddly blanket. But like the brand name, was it like Snuggie? Anyhow, so I this is like probably, I don't know, 5 years ago. I saw this ad for, it looked like a really, this is the way like a Snuggie should have been made. It was like a comforter. It was like a big, thick, nice, warm, cuddly blanket, and it had these big long sleeves, so you could wear that. You can put that on, because what I like to do, and what people when they're at home, or you like if you're in your easy chair or in your bed, I'm in my bunk, and it gets kind of cold, and I would like to, I'm laying there and I'm playing my game, or I'm watching a movie, or maybe reading or whatever. And it would be really nice to have this nice cozy comforter, warm blanket, but I like to have the sleeves, right? So that I can keep the blanket like up to my neck and over my shoulders, but I can still have my arms just out, and you got the sleeves, so it keeps your arms warm. And because if you ordered one of those Snuggies, it's like a thin little blanket, right? It's like a thin little, it is basically a robe. It's kind of like a backward robe or whatever, right? But the one I saw in that advertisement, it looked so warm and cozy, and that's what I wanted. But I never did order it, and I haven't seen the advertisement pop up in years. So I'm wondering if that was a ripoff or a scam or something, because it was a really nice one. It's like the way a Snuggie should have been, with a really nice, like a warm comforter You know, that would really keep you warm. Those the Snuggies I got, it was like a really thin little, you know, which was okay, but it's just not as good as that picture looked of what I saw on the Instagram thing. I never did order it, and I haven't seen it, so I'm wondering if it was just a scam because because it was like it was kind of expensive, but I do think it was like $100 or something like that. You know, those Snuggies are like $12.99 or whatever, right? So that's why I didn't order it because it was so expensive. If it only, if, let's say if it had been like $29.99 or something, I might have bought one. But I think they were asking like some outrageous amount for it. But I mean, the quality of it looked really good on the picture. But you just never know. That's the thing when you're ordering from an Instagram ad, and so that's the thing that if there's something on there for 20 or 30 bucks or even 40 or whatever, you're much more, you know, you're less hesitant or whatever. Maybe you'll take a chance and say, okay, but if I lose 30 bucks, okay, it's not going to kill me. But if it's something that's like $100 or 150 bucks, and then it ends up being a ripoff, then you'd be really pissed, right? So anyhow, I didn't order it. But if you see any of those around, let me know. Like maybe there's some I've never seen them in the stores or anything. And I always thought that's the way you should make them. Now Jeannie says $3.99 on Amazon for the nice one. Oh really? I'll have to look at it on Amazon because I saw them on, like I said, it was an Instagram ad, and all I remember, I think it was probably Japanese or something because I remember the models that they used were all like Asian ladies, Asian women, and so I was thinking it's like you're ordering it from Japan or something, and I've ordered stuff from these Asian companies before, and like the customer service is all weird, and you try to get a hold of people. I mean, all the customer service is all outsourced now, anyhow. But anyhow, Julie says like someone in court facing an indecent exposure charge, yelling, but it has arms. Aaron West, my Snuggie was made for me. So Aaron, what kind do you have? Is it the thin little ones like I have? I have a blue one. And like I said, I used to have it in the truck. I have a box back here where I've got a bunch of coats and jackets and sweatpants and sleeping bags, you know, just extra stuff. And I'm wondering, I'm trying to remember if that Snuggie's up there or not. Because I remember I used to have it in the truck with me, but it might not be. It might be where my jeans ended up, right? Jeannie says, never buy anything when they say for a limited time offer you can get 2 for this amount of money. It's a ripoff. Yeah, I'm going to have to check Amazon Prime or Amazon, whatever. Because I've ordered stuff from Amazon too, and I've never had any issues with Amazon. I'm going to definitely check that out because I like that. I like that design. So Aaron has the thin one, which, you know, when it's, especially, you know, it's in the winter. I mean, I know, like, if you're in a house and you just turn the heater on, so it's not the same. Like in here, I'm in the truck, I can turn my heater on, which I do. But, I don't know, it'd be nice to just have a more cozier thing, I think. So I'm going to check that out on Amazon and see if that's like the one that I had. I guess I could do it right now. I could check it out right now. That's the beautiful thing about the internet. I could just do it right now. Okay, so I go over here to my Amazon app. I've ordered here before. They know who I am. It says delivered to John, North Las Vegas. I'm going to go to a search. So I guess some sort of a search. How would I search that? I wonder. What do they call it? We have loads of them. Yeah, so your parents got stuck on Snuggie. I know, I remember, I think everybody in our family, this is like, I want to say at least what 15 years ago. Hey Kenneth, I'm looking for the Snuggies, but not the thin little Snuggies. I'm looking for the nice big thick ones that look like a comforter. Like what would I do? How would I search that in here? Ah, okay. Blanket with sleeves. See, I'm looking right now. Right now, I can tell you this is not as nice as the one I saw. There's one here for 37. There's a fleece one for $20.99. I'm telling you, whoever did the photos for that one that I saw on Instagram, I mean, they did some fantastic photos. I mean, you just look like you wanted to crawl into that blanket, you know, right there on the spot. You wanted to kick out the girl, the pretty girl. Say, get out of the way. I want that blanket. Wearable blanket with sleeves. Yeah, these look nice. They look nice. Oh yeah, I see the Catalonia. Yeah. Still, it's not as good as the one I saw. Although this one looks really cool. And it's definitely better than your standard little Snuggie thing. This one has a hoodie. See, now you're just getting into backward robe territory. Oh, here's a pink one. This is funny. They do have all different kinds. This one looks like a wizard outfit. Basically, all I want is something that when I'm laying in the bunk and I'm playing my game or I'm watching a movie, I want to have the blanket pulled all the way up to my neck and over my shoulders, but I can still stick my arms out, you know, and not have to pull the blanket down in order to play CSR2, Jolie. Because when I watch a movie, I can I watch movies on this iPad. I can set that off to the side and just set it there. I don't have to hold it. The only time I really have to hold the iPad is when I'm playing a game like CSR2. You know, which sometimes can be hours at a time. But anyhow, I'll look at these. Now I know how to find it. I can. It's going to be in my search history here. So yeah, here's Snuggie. They actually have Snuggie. Blanket hoodie. Blanket with sleeves for kids. Yeah, Catalonia. That looks like a good one. Okay, how do I save this search? Or did it automatically save? I'll go back to it later. At my leisure. I'll look at this at my leisure. Okay. So anyhow, yeah, I like those. I'm gonna look through those. I'll be looking through those a little bit later. Get a lot of Venusta's heated wearable blanket. I don't like heated blankets. Let me back up here. So yeah, Kenneth says Snuggie. Jenny says I Googled, but you put in sleeve Catalonia blanket wrap. Yeah, I like the Catalonia. That looked nice. I'm gonna look at that in more depth. 3 poodle fleece wearable Patagonia has good stuff. Get the Moose one. Let's Funny oversized blanket. I did not talk about Kirstie Alley. R.I.P. Kirstie Alley. I did see. I heard about it yesterday. Yeah, rest in peace, Kirstie Alley. She died of cancer, I guess. So that was a sad one. I remember, yeah, watching her on. Mainly for me, I think whatchamacallit, you know, the bar restaurant thing. Westwood, I think I have been trying to wear this one wrong. Otherwise, the pocket is in the back. And Sherpa fleece blanket. Jolie wants the panda wearable hooded blanket. Yeah. But yeah, I remember about 15 years ago when the Snuggies came out, or 20 years ago, however long it is, everybody was getting like, oh, look what I got for Christmas. I think everyone gave everyone a Snuggie for Christmas. It was kind of funny. We were all wearing our Snuggies, you know, for like the next 2 or 3 Christmases, I think. And then you're walking around, you're going, you know, this is just like a robe. In fact, you could even turn it around and just. I think I would just turn it around and wear it like a robe. I go, this is just a robe. This all they did was they just told you to put it on backwards, basically. But yeah, look who's talking. Yeah, she was in that. I was trying to wear it like a robe. No wonder it didn't fit. Well, I did too. But if I was walking around the house, I would end up wearing it like a robe. Either that, or you just wear it like, you know, where it's closed in the front, and I would feel like a monk or something, you know. I don't know. But I guess Kirstie Alley was only, what was she? What was her age? Did they say 71? Is that all? Let's see. The Kirstie Alley dead at 71. Yeah, that's too early. That's too early. You know, when I was a kid, I always said I'm going to live to be 100. Right now, I'd be satisfied with 90. But so it's like if you can get to your mid 80s or your late 80s, that's fine. That's a good run. But 71, that's too soon. A little too soon. That's sad. Other headlines here I've got. Colorado gay club shooting suspect charged with hate crimes. Okay. That's good. That's going to get him extra punishment. Titans fire GM John Robinson from front office shakeup. Okay. Who cares? House January 6th committee has decided to make criminal referrals, Sherman says. Okay. That's good. Let's see. Jolie says, I'd rather have one with the Powerpuff Girls on it. Oh, wait, I already have one of those. You got that already, huh? And then in World Cup action, Morocco produces World Cup shock to beat Spain on penalties and reach Qatar 2? I guess second? I don't know. It cut off. To reach Qatar 2022 quarterfinals. Full disclosure, I'm not really into soccer. And I refuse to call it football. Because it's not football. Maybe you call it football, but it ain't football. Anyhow. So those are today's headlines. Yeah, Kirstie Alley dead at 71. And according to Hal Sparks, he said she smoked a lot. I guess he was going by a movie that he saw her in. But, so I don't know. Don't smoke. Don't smoke, kids. It's not good for you. Jenny says Christy adopted her two children. So yeah, my condolences to her family and friends out there. 71, too soon. That's too soon to go. Like I said, if I can get to my mid to late 80s, I think I'll be happy. Because we're always greedy. We always want more. When I'll be 88 and I'll be dying, going, I wish I could live more. I don't want to go yet. I don't know. I probably by the time I'm 88 or something, I'd probably be pretty ready to go. If the current pace of degeneration and decrepidation continues, by the time I'm 88, I'll be like, come on, what's taking so long? It's like that guy, the old guy that wakes up is like, what? Another day? But anyhow, don't want to get all morbid. Get all morbid on you. So here I am, Pioneer Villa. Make sure you hit the thumbs up and the like. Oh, that thumbs up is the like. Hit the share button. I've been experimenting with the share button. I've been, whenever I go on someone's show, watching their show, I hit the share just to see what happens. I mean, not that I would ever know, but, I'm just wondering if that helps the show. Like if I go on Ken's show, or, I mean, not on it, but I'm watching it, or Liberal Dan, or even Hal, or whatever, and I share, and if I share it to my Facebook, I share it to my Twitter, I share it to my Instagram, I'll share it in Discord. I guess that's about it. Twitter, did I say Twitter? And I just share it on there. I don't know if that's getting those pages, those channels, any more, eyeballs, if it's actually resulting in any more subscriptions. I don't know. I guess you just don't know. But it's like an aggregate kind of thing. Like if everybody did it, then I guess it helps the algorithm, and it helps get the show, the channel, out there more to more eyeballs. So that's really, I guess, what it's about. So hit the share button if you can, share for my show, and whenever you watch anybody's channel, just go ahead and hit the share button. It'll automatically, the links will come up to your Facebook or your, Twitter accounts and stuff, and it'll just post the link to that channel, boom, automatically. So it's really easy. It's like boom. It's all internet stuff. It's just click, click, click. It's just a click away, as they say. It's just a little click away. So you can share. Hit the share button. And then one day, what I would like to do, because when I have 1,000 subscribers, then I'm gonna get I think I'm gonna get a nice laptop computer. That's something that works well on the road, because I'm always on the road, almost, when I do these shows. And then I'm gonna set it up so I can have people on panel, because I've seen other people on their channels. They can have people come up. You give them a link, they go on the link, and I could say, hey, Kenneth Otto, you want to come on the show with me? Or I could say, hey, Liberal Dan, you want to come on the show? And we could actually do a panel. I would like to do that someday. So that's kind of what I'm shooting for. Benny Loco, hey, Benny Loco, it took me 10 years. See, you were lurking that whole time, weren't you, Benny? It took me 10 years to get 1,000 subs. Good luck, John. Hola, y'all. Hey, Lon, and then yeah, I didn't see. I just automatically read John. See what the mind does? It just fixes it automatically. You can panel without 1,000 on I guess what I guess what I have to do to panel is I need to get a laptop because I'm just using my iPad. I'm shooting this on the iPad, and I don't know. There's things I can't really download on, or it won't work. I think I need to have a nice computer, and since I've been looking up computers like, I use everything I have is Mac. Mini Local, I look lots. It helps support channels. I love it that you're looking. I have 6 streams rolling right now. Wow, that's awesome. So I heard that Macs aren't good to use for streaming, or for like if you're doing StreamYard or whatever, and you're doing all those different apps and stuff like that. That for some reason they say that the Macs don't do as good. So I've been looking at something else because I was going to get a MacBook, but then I don't know if that will work right. If it'll just be wasted money. So I might have to get a non-MacBook, a non-Apple product. So so I've been looking at some of the gamer laptops. I think that is probably your best bet. I mean, for sure, the gamer, if you get a really good gamer laptop, I think it'll handle anything that StreamYard is going to have, right? So yeah, that's where I'm at on that. I've been kicking around that idea. And then I could have Benny Local come up. I could say, hey, Benny Local, why don't you come on up and panel with me? And we could do a panel. Wouldn't that be a hoot? That'd be a hoot. I could even say, hey, Jolie, you want to panel with me? I wonder if Jolie would panel. I don't know. She seems kind of shy, but I don't know. I might be able to break her out of that shyness. I don't know. Benny Local, I used to have a tablet for streaming left alone for 7 years on my channel. Yeah, that's what I'm using. I'm using an iPad. Westweb, I only have 2 tabs on YouTube. Benny Local, you are always welcome on my panel. Thank you, Benny. Thank you, Benny Local. But so anyhow, yeah. I've had this channel since. I mean, the date, you can look up the date. I think it's like 08 or something. I don't even know. Or long time I've had this channel. And I didn't really do anything at first. At first I was just using it to, I would post. Jolie says, Wes will. Oh yeah, that'd be great. Have Wes on here. Jolie says, no way. All right. I knew you would be hesitant, but maybe someday. Benny says, come on, babe, do it. Oh yeah, so for many years I just was posting family, home videos and shit, and basically I would just keep it private, and I would just have them where just my family could look at it or whatever. And I think I still have a playlist that still has home videos in it, but I think I had that set up private so you guys can't look at my home videos. Yeah, it's just my kids and Christmas and holidays and birthdays. There's some stuff of that. And that's what I was just basically was using YouTube for a long time. And then I started doing a little bit of trucking videos here and there. And then I started doing more and more kind of as I was going out on the road more, I was doing a lot of just trucker videos, but I didn't really pay attention to subscribers or anything like that. I really wasn't paying attention to any of that. I just was posting stuff, and just whatever happened. Kenneth Otto says, John, you don't have to use StreamYard, but you can if you want to be on more than YouTube. Oh, okay, yeah. Don't go too low end on that laptop. Yeah, I was get a good one. Yeah, so that's the thing. Yeah, if you want to broadcast simultaneously on all these different platforms, yeah. Benny Loco says, morning love. Jenny says, my home movies are reel to reel with my parents. I have those. I have some of those still, or I have a bunch of those, and I converted. I was able to convert a lot of that over to digital and onto DVDs and stuff, because those old reel to reels are getting old. But then it was like all of a sudden, I don't know what happened. I because my subscribers were like, I don't know, less than 100 or whatever. And then suddenly, I don't know, it was earlier this year, I guess, I started noticing, I would get these bunches of subscribers, like 30 or 40 at a time. And it was kind of, then it started making me think, why am I getting all these subscribers? Like, and then I started, all of a sudden I started caring about it. I was like, oh, I want to get more subscribers. So it went from like, I don't know, 80 or 90 or maybe even less, to like, you know, all of a sudden I was like 180, 190. And so then that's when I started thinking, I've always wanted to do like a show or something, but I've always held back because I didn't know what to do. I did, you know, you start thinking, I don't have the equipment. I want to have fancy stuff. I want to have graphics, you know, and I want to have, I don't know, you build all this stuff in your mind. You see other shows that are fancy, like Hal Sparks or whatever, and they have all this stuff going on. So then you think, I can't do that. So then you hold yourself back. Then you end up not doing anything at all, right? And that's what I was doing for a long, long time, not doing anything because I would just say, well, I can't do it. And so then finally, I started seeing these subscriptions come up, and then I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna just do it, and however it comes out, it comes out. If you know, if it's shitty and crappy, then it's shitty and crappy. But I know that if I keep doing it, eventually it's gonna get better because that's just the way it is. I mean, for me anyhow, it seems like as you do stuff, you just kind of get better at it. So far I haven't got any better at it, but yeah, I'm just gonna stick with it. I'm just gonna keep doing it because it's fun. I'm on the road and it's fun talking to you guys. I like having you guys and having this little rapport and having this friendship and everything. So it's really cool. And I've been getting more and more subscribers. So now we're up to 412. You know, and just a few months ago I was at like 180, I think. So I don't know how long it's going to take me to get to 1,000. It might take me a few more years. I don't know, but like I've said before, I ain't going nowhere. I'm going to be here. I'm going to be doing this every Tuesday and Thursday, 9 a.m. Pacific time. And we'll just chat and have coffee. And, you know, and who knows, maybe someday I'll be at a better location than the Pioneer Villa. Maybe I'll be something really cool, like the Grand Canyon. I don't know. But, so anyhow, West Webb says we have a bunch of VHS video. I have a bunch of VHS, you know, too. Video local. Also, the more you live stream, the faster your watch time builds up. Oh yeah, it's like double bonus when you live stream. Oh really? And that's another thing. Yeah, it's like to get monetized. Okay, you need 1,000 subscribers, and you need how many? Is it 1,000 hours or whatever? And then Jeannie says VHS, you can't even sell them. I know, I've got so much old VHS in storage. I actually have them in storage. West Webb, I live streamed a couple of times as an experiment. I think that only Benny saw them. Looks lonely. Benny, I have so many trolls on my channel, so I am hesitant to share. I don't want to bring any trolls. Oh, okay. Well, that's what I got Jolie for. Jolie will get them trolls. Benny Loco, been waiting for you to stream again for West Webb. Canelo mini PC Intel Celeron N33 processor. Wow. All right, give me the specs, man. Mini computer Windows 10 Pro desktop computers support 2 terabyte expansion. See, I can't. I'm not going to use a any type of desktop. Everything's going to be mobile because I'm in the truck, so it'll be laptop. I mean, laptop's the best way for me to go. But you'll go 4,000K watch time. 4,000. Yeah, okay. I think I was looking at my analytics the other day. Maybe I'm at around 1,000. Maybe I don't know. The above is what I use. Oh, okay, to broadcast my show. 2 of those with a setup of monitors, mice, and keyboards as well as USB microphone. Wow. Wow, that's a lot of stuff, man. Yeah, I like that 2 terabyte expansion. You're set up to go. You're set up, my friend. It's a solid state computer, John. No hard drives with movable parts. I don't like to do music without multiple takes and choosing the best. Choosing the best, you gotta choose the best. West is gonna choose the best. I need to have West do a jingle for me. Be like, I don't know. Trucker John, he ain't wrong. I don't know. I've been monetized 3 times over. You know what? I was monetized. Back in the old days, they had a different monetization thing, I think. Because I have 3 channels. The first channel is Trucker John, and I think it used to be John Fowler, right? I'm doxing myself, man. Okay. And then I had, because I made a movie. I made a short film called Feet on the Dashboard in 2012. I got together with some folks and we made this little short movie. And we actually got it into a film festival, which was cool. And then after that, I went ahead and posted it on YouTube, and I made its own little channel. And that channel got, I've got 4 videos on that channel. And those 4 videos probably have more views than all of my other videos combined. Like on this Trucker John channel, I think I have 376 videos or whatever. And I don't know what the total viewage is. It's probably in there somewhere in the analytics. But like I said, those 4 videos on my Feet on the Dashboard have, I think, more views than all of those 376 combined. So anyhow, I made that channel, Feet on the Dashboard, and that's got like, that one video has almost, I think, 100,000 views or whatever, and it was monetized because they used to send you notices, right, for your monetization, and it would tell you how much money it's made. And then the last time I checked, it had made like $13 or something, right? And I just left it in there. I never even was like, when it gets to like something, meaningful, maybe I'll see about taking it out. But it was like, I think it was like $13 or $14. And then they started sending notices something about their monetization program was changing. This is like a few years ago. And I think I just didn't worry about it. So now, I don't know, that $14, I guess I lost the 14 bucks. But I think all of the monetization was all taken off. And now you have to go through these other things where you have to get the 1,000 hours, and you got to get the 1,000 subs, and you got to, then there's like, what is the third thing you got to do, You got to jump through this hoop, and you got to raise your left leg, and you got to put your arm in the air, and you got to say, Yahoo! Oh, don't say Yahoo, that's a competitor. Are they still around? Is Yahoo still around? Anyhow, what was I even going off on that for? Oh, about monetization. So I was monetized, I guess, with Feet on the Dashboard. And I think that, and I had the John Fowler channel, so that was combined. So, because it would combine all of your videos. So all my videos were monetized until, I guess, a couple years ago or whenever they changed it. So what's going on over here in the chat? I've been yapping. So yeah, Benny Loco says she's been monetized 3 times over. I lost it twice due to content. I just lost mine, I think, because they changed the system, the way they do it, and I never did, like, I don't know if I was supposed to like update something or what. But anyhow, Westweb says live is a little scary, although I will be on at noon Central Live Christmas Eve. Oh, awesome! Christmas Eve. Well, make sure to let us know. Remind me, and we'll go watch it. We'll go check it out. Are you gonna sing some Christmas carols and shit? That'd be cool. Kinolano says main thing is keep it powered and keep it cool. Oh yeah, I know my little iPhone here gets fucking hot. I could fucking fry an egg on it sometime. Benny Logan says right now I stream on a Surface tablet. And Kinolano says actually mine is not that model because mine only supports 2 monitors. Julie. Where will you be on Christmas Eve? West Web? Local. I have Vizio with 189,000 hits. Not my best video either. Hey, I have a video. I was thinking Vizio, isn't that a brand for TVs or something? So anyhow, Video has a video, 180,000. Yeah, then you can. Okay. I have almost 2,000 videos loaded. Wow. Pumping them out, Video Loco. I see him, and I watch him, and I thumb up them. Desert Ubexer. One day I will get back to posting urbexing videos and paranormal stuff once I have free time hunting Nazis. Oh, okay. So you should all sub to this channel as well. Lots of cool stuff coming up there. Alrighty then. Jolie, all of that and 1,000 subscribers. West Web Mines, a Core 19 custom tower. Jeannie says, I love paranormal. Kevin Otto, hi West Web, and Jeannie Shannon. West Web service from church leading. Oh, okay, awesome. Well, we're gonna check that out. We're gonna check it out. Everybody on here, we're gonna check it out. That sounds like fun. Jeannie says, hi Kenneth. This guy here, Desert Ubrexer. How are you going to play for us, West? That would be amazing. And Kenneth Otto says, because of those tiny computers will overheat if you run StreamYard on those. Oh, really? Well, if you do, like right now, I'm at a 1 hour 27 minutes, which is kind of long for me. I usually don't go that long. If I just do like an hour to 2 hour show, maybe it'd be okay. I don't know. Desert Urbexer, James, me too. I grew up in a very haunted house and have been hooked ever since. Wow. You can literally feel the heat if you have a computer near you. Yeah. My Roku is a Vizio. Oh yeah, Vizio. John, Desert Urbexer is me. Ah. Wow. So you're gonna be you're gonna be hunting Nazis, huh? I did a 16-hour stream once. Wow, 16 hours. That is crazy. Westweb, I don't usually try to be on twice. In general, how hot is it inside your truck on a hot day? Well, on a hot day, it's hot. But I just turn the AC on, and then it's not hot no more. But he'll go, I will be hunting Nazis until they are extinct. Me too. I mean, I'm not sure I'm going to be actively hunting them, but if I see one, I'll fuck them up. Or I'll call Benny Loco. G. Shannon, firefighters worked on a house fire, and after they got out, Captain asked, who was in the bedroom window? You could see the shape of a person with red eyes. Wow. There's the Dark Webster. We are Antifa. Benny Loco, I have an extra side fan that keeps my tablet cool. Oh, yeah. Yeah. It has crashed into being hot. Well, I've had that happen to my phone, where I've had to hold my phone up to the air conditioning, when I was in Vegas. When I'm in Vegas, and it's like I'm driving around, and I've got to make sure I point the vents right on my phone, because I have my phone in a holder, kind of like this one, and it was getting so hot just from the sun shining down through the windshield. I felt the phone; it was like boiling hot. So I just had to just crank the AC up and point the vents on it, because it would actually start. Yeah, it wouldn't work, you know. But the truck, I mean, even on a hot day, it's not too bad here, because like I said, I'll just turn the engine on, and I just crank the AC, and it'll get nice and cold in here. It'll cool down pretty good. So I think if I had a nice gamey, gamer laptop, I could probably do anything I want, just about whatever I want. I'm not going to be too, you know, extravagant, I guess. Yeah, kind of saying the computer should not be in direct sunlight. Yeah, that's that's what happens when it's direct sunlight. Even my this laptop or whatever, it'll mess it up. Um, I can't be two people with subs. Oh wait, I guess I can. So Kayla says, when my son had a Toshiba laptop, he needed one of those for gaming. See, I have a Toshiba laptop, but it's really old. I wonder if I could just get all the updates from my Toshiba, because it needs to be updated and everything. I wonder how that would work. I could work on that, I guess. I don't know. Benny Loco says, I want to do a story time of the 6 years of living in a haunted house and the experiences. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, do that, because I was going through my subscriptions. I have all these people that I subscribe to, and I'm like, I don't even remember subscribing to that person. But there's this one. Have you seen her? She's probably kind of famous, like maybe, because I think she has a lot of subs. It's like, what's it called? It's like, I have to look at my subs. The ones that I sub to. What's it called? It's like the haunting of the Sunshine Girl or something like that. I don't remember. But anyhow, I was watching some of her videos, and she just does these. They're kind of low budget things. It's like, I think it's her and her mom that like act out this stuff, and she'll get a friend, and they act out these like kind of like haunted stories. It's kind of interesting, you know. It's kind of, you know, it's just you know, it's just someone making a video with a cell phone video, but it was kind of interesting. I was watching it last night, and she has. I didn't see how many videos. I think she has a whole bunch of videos. It's all about like haunted stories and haunted things, and so you could do. So I'm just saying that would be like, there's a genre there. There's a YouTube genre or whatever to do that. So you should do that. Is what I'm trying to say. You should do that. I would watch it. I'm gaming. Yeah, I need a gaming. I need a gaming laptop. I do not recommend streaming on a Dell low-end laptop or any low-end laptop. You can add external power as well, John. Try that before you buy a new one. Yeah, see, I have a Toshiba, but it's like, I don't know, 10 years old or something. And I remember trying to use it a couple months ago or a few weeks ago, and see, the thing is, that's the thing. I need a battery. That's the thing. The battery died on it, and I couldn't find a battery, and so I learned to use it. I have to plug it in. So since I'm in the truck, I can't just keep it plugged in all the time. So every time I unplug it, it's like everything just goes to shit, you know. So then I guess I could find. I guess I could, you know, Amazon seems to have everything. I could probably find a battery for it. But I remember there was some sort of issue trying to find a battery for that stupid computer, and I just never did get one because the battery went so bad. The battery wouldn't recharge. You know. So that's the thing. I mean, I could either hunt down a battery and buy a new battery for $50, or I could just buy a new computer for $2,000. I mean, you know. $50 here, $2,000 here. I don't know. What should I do? Or $1,500. Actually, I was looking at some pretty nice gaming laptop. Laptops that were under 2,000. They were like anywhere from like 1200 to 1600, and they look pretty nice. So I think I could probably get a pretty decent one, in that $1,500 range probably. West Webb says my tower is water cooled, even in back where the fan blows it. It isn't that warm, although they say these i9s get hot. Kenneth Otto says, holy crap, West Webb has an i9. So when West Webb says holy crap, I'm thinking the i9 must be fucking awesome. Benny Local, I have a video with a great ghost capture and 3 other channels picked up for their channels. Chills was one. Frostmare was the first one to play it, and Matthew's fam also played it on their channel. Wow, I'm gonna have to check that out, Benny Loco. Benny Loco, the video is called White Picket Fences. It's in my Urbex file on this channel. I am definitely gonna check that out. 100% without a doubt. Candelaro says, I use a Razer Kiyo camera and an ice blue snowball microphone. Oh yeah, should get a mic. So that, I can be more official. Benny Logo says, do you have PayPal? I do have PayPal. I've had a PayPal ever since Elon Musk owned PayPal, probably. I think I've only used it a couple times in like 20 years. Pretty sure I could figure out how to log in. I might have to redo my login information. I think my Auto Killer says, I think my microphone and camera were about $50 each. Wow, it's not bad. So this is supposed to be a good gaming computer, but I don't game. The i9 sounds like a BMW or something. It's the BMW of computers. West Webb, I have no microphone or camera connected. Oh, that's the thing about buying a tiny desktop computer. You have to buy the accessories to make it work. Benny Logo, can you link the PayPal to your account to please? And you might consider Cash App as well. Yeah, I don't know. I do have the buy me a coffee thing. That was we set that up, and that's pretty cool. What are you sending me for Christmas? Yeah, I might do all that other stuff later. I don't know. Right now I'm just just doing my thing. I'm just doing my thing. I'm doing my thing. I tried to buy you a coffee, but I don't know how it works. Huh. I don't know. I think you just hit the link. I might ask him the same thing. Oh, what do you send me for Christmas? Oh, yeah. So for now, I don't know. I'm probably just do that buy me a coffee thing. I don't know why it's not going through. I love the tours. Yeah, I try to do if I'm in someplace like I did a bunch of Vegas ones, and Vegas is always just kind of interesting, I guess, because of all the bright lights and it's a big tourist destination. And then when I'm on the road, I try to find something. But like right now, I'm at the Pioneer Villa. And I could do a little tour of the Pioneer Villa, just for the heck of it, just for shits and giggles. That's the thing, is I don't really get too far off of the interstates or too far off of things. It seems like I'm always, I drop the load and I'm off to get the next load, and it's just. But sometimes if I have if I could take time off, it'd be nice to just go into some city that's not Vegas, and walk around and see some of the sites. I would like to do more of that too. Like make videos on, you know, walking around Portland and seeing how they're rebuilding from the terrible, you know, protests of 2020 or whatever in Seattle. I could do a walk through there. Yeah, but yeah, I'm gonna do more of those videos. And that's another thing. It seems like, you know, like, I know there is crossover between the live videos and the ones I post. I guess most of you guys are watching those too, but I just wonder sometimes it's kind of weird. Like how does a video get seen? Like I'll post a video that I think is a really cool video, and it'll get like 12 views, and then I'll post another video that maybe I don't think much of it, or I think it's okay or whatever, and it'll get like 200 views or something, and I'm like, why did that one get 200 and this one only got 12? You know, I don't. What's up with that? You know. But I don't know. So I don't worry about it. No, I don't worry. I just post it. Whatever happens, happens. If it gets 12 views, it gets 12 views. If it gets 200 views, it gets 200 views. If it gets 1,000, you know, whatever. I've had a few that hit lately that. There's a couple of shorts that hit like 4,500. It was like, wow, how did that happen? Why did that one get 4,500, and then this other one only got 18? You know, I mean, it's just weird. It's really weird how certain things will just take off, and other things are just and you think it's like, hey, that's a pretty nice video. I like this video, and it gets like, you know, 10 views or something. Anyhow, Benny Logan said, my dad taught me to drive a rig when I was 9. Wow. When it came time to get a driving job, he scolded me. Told me I was to become a female truck driver. It would, told me if I was to become a female truck driver, it would turn me gay. Yes, he was an asshole. Wow. Oh, hashtags, keywords. Yeah. I do the tags. I tag the videos with a bunch of tag words. I know some people put hashtags in the title, or I guess even in the description. I need to do that more, I guess. That's one thing I don't do, is the hashtags too much. I do the tags though. Anything Trump MAGA, get noticed. Wow. Yeah, I'll just put Trump on everything. Trump. Even though we're just talking about, you know, coffee and shit. This is Trump coffee. Yeah, I'm drinking my Trump coffee. Nothing beats a good cup of Trump coffee early in the morning. That's right, to clean your whole system right out. You want to clean your system out? Drink some Trump coffee. This here Trucker John, I recommend Trump coffee. That's the shit. In fact, it'd give you the shits, but whatever. Okay. This portion of the show has been brought to you by Trump Coffee. Yeah, so anyhow. Fuck Trump. He is lucky I don't still live in Florida, because Benny Local will be giving him an ass whooping. He'll be a little something extra in your stocking this year, sir. Better get an extra security detail out there at Mar-a-Lago. Benny Local's in town. She ain't messing around. Okay. Anyhow, I have no problem taking him out to the back 40. His days are done. I don't care. He can announce his running for president all he wants. His days are done. He ain't gonna. The Republican Party is starting to try to distance themselves from him, because it's more and more evident that he's just. Well, they've always known he's crazy, but now it's just not. It's not sustaining his popularity. It's going down. So I'm not worried about Trump. Simmer, simmer, Benny Local. They're gonna get him. He's gonna die in prison. If he doesn't die first, out just of a heart attack or something, he's gonna die in prison. That's my prediction. They're gonna get him. They're gonna finalize. We're gonna. It might take a few more years, but they're gonna get him, and they're gonna perp walk him, and he's gonna go to prison, and he's gonna die in prison. That's my prediction. Anyhow, Westweb says it'll be house arrest. Yeah, I know, but I think they're gonna have to put him in there. Like they might say, yeah, we'll give you house arrest, but I think they're gonna have to put him in there at least for like a few months. And I don't think he's gonna. I think he'll just die of a heart attack or something out of like sheer depression or something. He'll be like, oh, I'm in prison, and you know, he'll just die. It's not like he's gonna get shivved. No one's gonna get close enough to him to shiv his ass. Anything like that. You know, he's just gonna keel over and die. But anyhow, enough of that. Enough of that. I don't want to whoop anybody. Donnie is almost 80 years old. I don't even want to see him whooped. I just want him to disappear. Yeah. I don't know. You know, the best way to make him disappear is just kind of ignore him as much as I can. I know how Sparks plays him every day, so it's kind of hard to ignore him, but he's a joke. Yeah, well, nothing is promised, that's for sure, but he's his little empire or whatever, it's all crumbling down around him. That's where I get. I don't know if it's joy, but I mean, seeing everything, it's all coming undone, it's all unwinding, and that's, you know, that's kind of satisfying to see that. Because let's say he doesn't go to prison and or whatever, he's gonna lose everything. I think he's gonna lose everything. And so to see him, you know, be alive and see everything lost that's kind of better than just seeing him just die, I think. You know what I mean? So anyhow, federal prison is a cakewalk. Not realistic to elect either of them, but that will be our choice. I just hope Uncle Joe doesn't die. I also worked in a prison for police officer. I got flesh in the game. On my way to dermatologist, I'm still supposed to be listening. Skin doc, you have lovely skin, Wes. Well, anyhow, I think I'm going to go ahead and probably we'll cut this off. It's been gabbing here for an hour and 49 minutes. I gotta go. I'm gonna get this load. I gotta get going. Yeah, I'm actually got work today, so I'm gonna go pick that load up in Portland and start making my way back down to Salt Lake City. And let's see. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna make my way up to there, and I'm just looking at the times here. Yeah. So I better get going. Better get started on that. So I want to thank everybody for being here. And it's always a joy to have you guys here. interact with everybody. It says you almost hit 2 hours mark. You did good, kid. Remember, you don't need, if you don't see me in chat, I mean I'm not there. Then yeah, and that's the same with me. A lot of times, I'll be in the chat because I'm driving, so I got this thing hooked up to I have a Bose speaker, Bluetooth speaker, and I listen to all the shows, and so just know I'm there. I'm there with you. I'm lurking and I'm working and lurking. I'm driving and lurking and working, and so I see you guys in the chats. I see you all around. A lot of times I can't say anything because I'm driving, and I can't read. I can't really read the chats and stuff. But I see you guys in there, and but anyway, I'll be back Thursday. We'll be doing a show that's planning on Thursday, 9 a.m. Pacific time. I'll be in Salt Lake City, and probably might be doing the show from the loading dock because it's a live load. Most of the stuff I do are dropping hooks, which is basically self-explanatory. You know, you drop the loaded trailer wherever they tell you to drop it, and then you go pick up an empty, and then you go to your next pickup. So that's probably 95% or 98% of the stuff I do is drop and hook. And then every now and then I do these live loads. So this one's a live. Oh no, the pickup is a drop and hook, and then the delivery is going to be a live. I call it live unload because you're unloading. So anyway, that'll be from there. That is in Salt Lake City at Nabisco. That has a 9 o'clock appointment time, so I'll be in the dock at 9 a.m. That's 9 a.m. See, I always get confused now. That's 9 a.m. Mountain Time. That'll be 8 a.m. Pacific. So by the time 9 o'clock comes around, I might still be in the dock door, or they might be done, or it just depends. So sometimes these loads, it takes them 15 minutes to unload. And it could be the same exact load and everything, but some places it takes them 15, 20 minutes. Some places it takes them 3 hours. I don't know why. I don't know why it could be so different, but it just is. It's the way that, I guess it's the way they kind of do their inventory or their counting. Some of them, I think, count and check in every little thing, and then other places they just unload everything, put it in a spot, and then they have a checker go and check it. And they're fast and efficient. But some other places they do every little thing, one little carton at a time, or one little pallet. And they break down a pallet, and they take for fucking ever. It's ridiculous. But anyhow, so I'll be there. That's where I'll be. We'll figure something out. I'll be driving. I'll be in Salt Lake City, and we'll do a show from there, and we'll gab and have a good old time and drink coffee and talk about Trump and talk about you, talk about me, talk about everything in between. I don't know. And we'll have a good old time, and we should know the results of this election in Georgia by then, hopefully. Because I don't think this is gonna be one of those ones that takes, weeks and weeks and weeks. I think we'll know at least by tomorrow. So maybe we'll know by then, hopefully, and we can kind of chat on that a little bit. And so everybody, here we are in the midst of the holiday season. So happy holidays. I'll be saying that a few more times, probably every week for the next few weeks. But happy holidays. And remember, I think the most important thing is it's not killing yourself, like going into debt for Christmas or the holidays, whatever holidays you celebrate. The most important thing is your family and your loved ones, and spending time with them, and just doing the things that matter to your family and to you, and having that time together. So if you can be with someone, a loved one, be with them and enjoy that time. This is the great time of year, really, from Thanksgiving to New Year's is kind of a great time for family get-togethers and all that. So I hope you all can do that. We'll see you Thursday. Have a good one. Have a good the next 2 days. Try to survive without me. I know it's going to be tough. Not having the Trucker John show on for the rest of today and tomorrow. You might go into a little bit of a withdrawal system, but you can go in and watch my videos. That will help. If you're having with Trucker John withdrawal, go in and we'll start watching my videos. I've got 376 of them. Just start watching them, and then that will hold you over until Thursday. All right. Oh, Demony Christmas. All right, guys. So I'm trying to milk this. I'm kind of doing a Glenn Beck where I look at the clock. I was trying to milk this for another 3 minutes to get to I don't know, even it out. Like we're at 157 minutes. Try to go to 160 minutes. But I don't know. Maybe we'll listen to music for 3 minutes. All right, guys. So from Pioneer Villa in Halsey, Oregon, I am out. I'm out on the road. So who knows where I'll see you next time. Although we have a pretty good idea. It should be in Salt Lake City at the Nabisco Distribution Center, I guess it is. And you guys keep the rubber side down and the shiny side up. That means don't roll your car, people. Don't wreck your cars. Drive careful out there. Stay alive. Be with your loved ones over these holiday season here. And you guys have a good one. I will see you Thursday, 9 a.m. Pacific time. Right here on Trucker John channel. I'm out. Ciao, everybody. That's just stock footage, kid. No, that really is not stock footage. All right, I'm out. Ciao, everybody. See you Thursday.